Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your English dreams aren't just dreams anymore. They're becoming a reality. You're speaking more confidently, understanding more easily, and feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. What if I told you that this future isn't far off, and it doesn't require hours of tedious study? What if you could achieve significant English improvement with just a simple, enjoyable, daily routine? Stay with me because today, on English Journey, we're going to unlock the secret to consistent progress and personal growth through an easy daily study plan. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Journey, the channel dedicated to helping you grow personally while mastering English. I'm Celine, and it's my pleasure to be your guide on this incredible journey. Here on English Journey, we release new videos every single day, packed with engaging lessons, practical tips, and motivational stories, all designed to help you improve your English and truly change your life. If you're ready to transform your English skills and embark on a path of continuous personal development, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel right now. Throughout this story, I'll be sharing some powerful insights, and to make sure you've caught everything, I'll have a short quiz for you at the very end, so keep listening carefully. The Power of a Daily Routine, a story for every English learner. Have you ever felt stuck in your English learning journey? Do you struggle with finding the motivation to study consistently? Or perhaps you just don't know how to study effectively to go from an intermediate to an advanced level? You're not alone. Many English learners face this very challenge. But what if the key to unlocking your fluency isn't about cramming for hours, but about integrating small, enjoyable English activities into your daily life? This is the story of how a simple, consistent routine can lead to extraordinary results. Think about a child learning a new skill. My younger daughter, Emily, who is 3 years old, recently started a mini school where she practices for just 10 minutes every day. They do basic things like connecting dots and learning words. The core idea, from a Japanese system called Kumon, is daily repetition for a very short period of time. 10 minutes might seem like nothing, but for a young brain, it's not intimidating. It's like saying, I'm just going to sit down for 10 minutes. I'll be fine. And to provide an extra push, sometimes a small reward, like a candy, helps with motivation. Now, imagine applying this principle to your English learning. If a 2-hour class feels daunting, a 20-minute daily routine is much more approachable. If you tell me you don't even have 20 minutes, I would say you might not be interested enough in learning the language. When you are truly passionate and understand the need, you will find those 20 minutes. This story will show you how to find and use those minutes wisely. Part 1. The Morning Activation. Warm up your English brain. When you wake up, your first thoughts are usually in your native language. To effectively learn English, we need to gently switch that to English. The best way to start your day is with a short, focused English activity. 1. The 5-minute writing session. Activating your English brain. The very first thing you need to do is a 5-minute writing session. What should you write about? Something you plan to do today. Your daily schedule. This is a crucial step because it warms up your brain to operate in English, activating the English side of your brain in a relaxed way. Grab your notebook and pen. Keep them right next to your bed so you can start as soon as you wake up, or perhaps after your morning devotions. Then, set a 5-minute timer. You can use your phone, a watch, or any other device. The key is to write only for these 5 minutes, no longer, no shorter. Just keep writing until the timer stops. In the beginning, this might feel challenging. 5 minutes might seem like a long time. But trust me, the more consistently you do it, the easier it will become. And here's a very important tip. Don't worry about making mistakes or stopping to erase. Just keep writing. Like the movie character who says, "Just keep swimming." For us, it's just keep writing, just keep writing. The main goal is to activate that English side of your brain, forcing it to engage right away. Materials: notebook and pen, timer. How to: keep your English journal and pen by your bed. Set a 5-minute timer. Write about your daily schedule or what you plan to do today. Do not stop or worry about mistakes. Just keep writing. Why it works: it gently activates your English brain, preparing it for more intensive learning. 2. The 10-minute input session, fueling your brain with new information. After your 5-minute writing session, it's time for an input session, which should last 10 minutes. This is where you find a YouTube video or any other online video about a topic that genuinely interests you. Notice, I didn't say an English lesson. I said a video about a topic you're interested in, as long as it's spoken in English. This could be about cooking, sports, technology, anything. As you watch, listen carefully for new words and expressions. Remember your journal. Write down anything new you hear. This step is vital because you are now putting new information into your brain. Step 1 activated your English brain. Now, step 2 increases the English you'll be able to use in real-life conversations. Again, don't worry about looking up the definitions just yet. The main goal of this 10-minute input session is to listen well and recognize new terms. You are improving your listening skills and expanding your vocabulary passively. Materials: your notebook and pen, a device to watch videos. How to: find a YouTube video or other online video on a topic you are interested in, spoken in English. As you watch, write down 5 to 10 new expressions, words, or sentence patterns you hear. Do not look up definitions yet. Why it works: it introduces new vocabulary and improves listening comprehension by focusing on topics you enjoy. Part 2. Daytime practice. Integrating English into your world. The morning routine gets your English brain warmed up and active. Now, let's talk about integrating English into the rest of your day, making it a natural part of your life. 1. Speaking skills. Anytime, any place. Speaking is incredibly important, but many learners struggle with it. You might understand many words when you hear them, but they might not be in your active vocabulary, meaning they don't come to mind easily when you try to speak. Mimicking and repeating. A fantastic way to practice speaking, especially if you're learning alone, is to mimic native speakers. Find someone with an accent you like in a video or podcast. Pause them, repeat what they said, and then pause, and repeat again. Many videos provide space for you to repeat words or phrases after the speaker. Take advantage of this. Narrate your life. Another fun and effective method is to narrate what you're doing. Act as if you're in a movie and someone is narrating your life. For example, when I cook, I pretend I have an invisible audience and an invisible camera, explaining everything I'm doing in English. First, I'm chopping the onions, then I'll add them to the pan. This is excellent for practicing speaking spontaneously. If you're brave enough, even film yourself and watch it later. It can be quite humorous. Talking to a robot. If talking to yourself feels too strange, you can use technology. Websites like https://google.com/search, speakandimprove.com. Research project by the University of Cambridge provide a robot that asks you questions, and you answer them. It's a great way to practice speaking without feeling self-conscious. For example, it might ask, "What's your name?" and you respond. Elaborating on answers. Elo.org, a website I mentioned for listening, also has videos of people answering questions. Pause the video after a question, answer it yourself, but don't just say yes or no. Elaborate. Yes, I love taking selfies because I can find the best lighting and angles. Then, press play and listen to others' answers. This can inspire you and provide new vocabulary and phrases. Speech to text. Practice. SpeechNotes.com is a website where you speak, and it transcribes what you say. This is useful for two reasons. If you mispronounce a word, the algorithm won't understand it, forcing you to check and correct your pronunciation. Also, the robot will add punctuation marks, helping you learn how to use them in English. Tools. Videos with repetition space, your daily activities. http://google.com/search. speakandimprove.com. elo.org, speechnotes.com. How to. Mimic and repeat phrases from native speakers. Narrate your daily activities aloud in English. Use AI tools or websites like https://www.google.com/search, speakandimprove.com for interactive speaking practice. Elaborate on answers to questions using resources like elo.org. Use speech-to-text tools like speechnotes.com to check pronunciation and learn punctuation. Why it works. It moves words from your passive to active vocabulary, building confidence and fluency. Part 3. The afternoon, evening wind down. Research, read, and write. The afternoon or evening is often a more relaxing time, perfect for focusing on reading and writing skills. 1. The 10-minute research session. Understanding new words. Remember those new words and expressions you wrote down during your input session? Now it's time to research them. This is a 10-minute research session. This step is crucial because it helps you understand why those words and expressions were used in the video you watched. When you look up the definitions, things start to make sense. Ah, that's why they used that word. In essence, you gain a better understanding of how native English speakers use these words and expressions in real life. Get your notebook and pen ready. Search for the words and expressions online. Write down the definition and one example sentence for each word or expression. You've already heard it in the video, and now you're seeing other ways to use it in real-life situations. Important. Don't worry about creating your own sentences yet. The main goal here is to understand how others use these words. You are learning the meaning so you can use them in real life later. Materials. Your notebook and pen. Internet access. How to. Look up definitions for the new words and expressions you noted earlier. Write down the definition and one example sentence for each. Why it works. It deepens your understanding of new vocabulary and how it's used in context. 2. Reading skills. A relaxing learning opportunity. The afternoon is an ideal time for reading. You can choose any type of media: books, fiction or nonfiction, newspapers, or online articles. Happy news for positivity. If you often feel overwhelmed by negative news, consider reading The Happy Newspaper. It's available internationally and shares only positive stories. You could dedicate 10 minutes each afternoon to reading a few of these uplifting stories. Short stories for beginners. For beginner English learners, the Short Stories in English series by Ollie Richards is highly recommended. These books provide stories at a manageable pace, allowing you to pick up new vocabulary naturally. Materials: books, newspapers, online articles, e-readers. How-to: choose a book, newspaper, or online article that interests you. Read for a set amount of time, perhaps 10 to 15 minutes. Consider specific resources like The Happy Newspaper for positive content or Short Stories in English for leveled reading. Why it works: it improves reading comprehension, expands vocabulary, and can be a relaxing way to engage with English. 3. Writing skills, bullet journaling, and pen pals. The afternoon or evening is also a great time for more focused writing practice. Bullet journaling. This is a fantastic way to track your progress and internalize new vocabulary. While often used for exercise or sleep tracking, you can use a bullet journal to track new vocabulary, language skills you've picked up, and even how you felt when speaking in English. Documenting what you've practiced helps reinforce learning. Pen pals. Connecting with a pen pal is an excellent way to practice authentic writing. While language exchange websites are great for online communication, don't forget the power of a handwritten letter, often called snail mail, because it takes time to travel. Websites like globalpenfriends.com can help you find an English-speaking pen pal or someone else learning English. Writing letters provides a sense of obligation to understand and respond adequately. If both parties agree, you can even ask your pen pal to send back your letters with corrections, providing valuable feedback. Materials: notebook, bullet journal, pen, internet access. For pen pal search. How-to: start a bullet journal to track your vocabulary and language learning journey. Find an English-speaking pen pal through a service like globalpenfriends.com and exchange handwritten letters. Why it works: it provides practical application of writing skills and can offer authentic feedback. Part 4, the application session, connecting the dots. Now for the exciting part. This is where you bring everything together and truly make the new vocabulary your own. This is your 5-minute application session. Rewriting your journal entry, making it personal. You're going to rewrite your initial 5-minute journal entry, but this time, you'll incorporate 3 to 5 of the new words and expressions you learned and researched. This step is incredibly important because it helps create triggers in your brain, making it easier to use these new words in real conversations. You've already applied them to your daily life. Think about it. You activated your English brain by writing about your day. You then input new information by watching a video. You researched that information. Now, it's time to connect all these dots. Review what you wrote in your first 5-minute session. Choose 3 to 5 of the new words that relate to what you wrote. For example, if you wrote about a meeting and then learned words from a video about new technology, You could rewrite your entry to say, "We're having a meeting today about innovative technology because we want to use AI in our business." You're using what you learned in parts 2 and 3 and connecting it back to your daily life. Remember, you don't have to write a longer entry. This is still only a 5-minute session. The main goal is to understand how to use new words to talk about your daily life. Part of speaking English fluently is knowing how to speak about your life using words and expressions you hear or see people using every day. This routine will take your English fluency to the next level. Materials: your journal, notebook, pen, the list of new words, expressions. How-to: review your original 5-minute journal entry. Choose 3 to 5 new words, expressions from your research that relate to your original entry. Rewrite your original entry, incorporating these new words, expressions. Why it works. It helps you actively apply new vocabulary to your own experiences, making it easier to recall and use in conversation. Part 5, Evening Wind Down, Relaxing with English. As the day winds down, it's beneficial to engage with English in a relaxing way. Bedtime stories, drifting to sleep with English. Before you go to sleep, try listening to something that will help you relax your eyes and drift off. Apps like Calm offer guided meditations, relaxing music, and, most importantly, bedtime stories in English. These stories are sometimes read by celebrities with appealing voices, making it a lovely way to end your day with English in your brain in a calm way. There are many other apps with bedtime stories as well, so feel free to explore. Materials: smartphone, tablet, headphones. How-to: use an app like Calm or others to listen to English bedtime stories. Focus on relaxing and letting the English sounds wash over you. Why it works. It provides passive listening practice in a relaxing environment, helping to integrate English naturally. Part 6, Reflection and Motivation, Your Dream Board. Finally, I encourage you to wrap up your daily practice with a 3-minute reflection on your goals and where you are heading. Create a dream board. It might sound crazy, but creating a dream board can be incredibly effective. This is where you visualize your goals related to English and your life. It creates a destination for your brain. For example, you might put a picture of a university you want to attend where you need strong English skills, or a job you aspire to that requires fluency. Be specific. Be as specific as possible. Don't just say, "I want to be fluent." Instead, think, "I want this apartment in Los Angeles, and English is my instrument to get there." Or, "I want this degree from this university, and I need this TOEFL score to achieve it." You can even include physical things like a new iPhone or a specific book, anything that motivates you. Daily reminder: place your dream board somewhere you see it every day. Staring at it daily will remind you that English is the instrument that will help you achieve your dreams. This simple act of daily reflection and visualization can be a powerful motivator, connecting your English learning directly to your deepest aspirations. Recap and key takeaways. We've covered a comprehensive yet easy daily study routine for improving your English. Let's quickly recap the main points. Start with 5 minutes of writing. Activate your English brain by writing about your day without worrying about mistakes. Follow with a 10-minute input session. Watch an English video on a topic you enjoy, noting down new words and expressions. Practice speaking throughout the day. Mimic native speakers, narrate your actions, or use AI tools for interactive practice. Dedicate 10 minutes to research. Look up and understand the definitions and example sentences of the new words you've learned. Engage in reading and writing. Enjoy reading positive news or short stories, and consider bullet journaling or writing to a pen pal. Conclude with 5 minutes of application. Rewrite your morning journal entry, incorporating the new vocabulary you learned. Relax with English bedtime stories. Wind down by listening to calming English audio. Reflect and visualize. Use a dream board to connect your English learning to your personal goals and aspirations. This routine, broken down into manageable chunks, ensures consistent engagement with all 4 core English skills: writing, listening, speaking, and reading. If you found this story helpful and are ready to implement this routine, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to English Journey for more valuable content. Your support helps us create more resources for English learners like you. Quick quiz time. Now, for a quick quiz to test your understanding of today's routine. Don't worry, there are no multiple choice options, just questions to help you reflect. Try to answer these in the comments below. Question 1. What is the recommended duration for the morning writing session, and what should you write about? Question 2. During the input session, should you immediately look up the definitions of new words, or should you wait? Question 3. Name 2 ways you can practice your speaking skills alone throughout the day. Question 4. What is the main goal of the application session where you rewrite your journal entry? Question avis. What is one tool or concept recommended for reflection and motivation at the end of your daily practice? Take a moment to think about your answers and share them in the comments. We love seeing your engagement. Conclusion. Your journey to fluency begins now. Remember, improving your English isn't a race. It's a journey. And like any great journey, it requires consistent steps, even small ones, taken daily. This easy routine is designed to make English learning enjoyable, sustainable, and deeply integrated into your life. You have the power within you to achieve your English dreams and grow personally along the way. I'm Celine, and I'm so proud of your dedication. Keep practicing, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next lesson here on English Journey. Goodbye for now.